A3. Hashtag marginalized pride. Upworthy.com. Hashtag VerseTV A3A. Upworthy. Gay couple was fined for hanging a pride flag, so they responded in the best way possible. They responded by taking down the original flag and replacing it with a larger one on a proper flagpole that adhered to the HOA's regulations. By Vanny Carr, February 23rd, 2024. Editor's note: this article was originally published on March 10th, 2023. It has since been updated. We strive to make the world a better place where everyone, irrespective of their sexuality, gender, occupation, or race, is allowed to express themselves. However, one cannot ignore the incidence of homophobia and the bigotry faced by the queer and trans community around the world. Jared DeLuca, a realtor in Arizona, was also one of the victims of this bigotry when he was fined by the Homeowners Association for displaying a pride flag outside his home. However, instead of backing down, DeLuca took down the original flag and replaced it with a much bigger one on a proper flagpole that adhered to all of the HOA's regulations. In a TikTok video, DeLuca and his husband, Tim, can be seen erecting the flagpole and hoisting the rainbow-colored flag, all while taking jabs at the HOA for their discrimination. The text inlay reads, "The HOA fined us for how our pride flag was hung, but no, we didn't take it down. We just went bigger." They added, "And yes, the flagpole adheres to the design guidelines, so find this." The couple is seen constructing a regulation flag pole and installing it themselves. The video also shows the couple raising an American flag and a bigger pride flag than the one they had previously hung on their yard wall. The new flag is not only larger, but also more visible to the neighborhood. According to the DeLucas, the HOA targeted them for minor violations that they believe were really about their sexuality. Article continued below.
All right. So, first, I will say they are trailblazers, and thank you. Thank you very much. Because this is proof of the fact that there are still trails that need to be blazed. Thank you. So thank you, trailblazers. Thank you for putting up with that ridiculousness from your homeowners association that you pay, because all residents of the neighborhood, not residents, all homeowners at a neighborhood must pay the homeowners association. So yeah, because I've looked on Zillow before, and I know that's just factored in your cost. So your homeowners association, I understand you're less than happy response for them because, yes, that's ridiculous. Anyway, oh gosh. Again, trailblazers, thank you. And yes, there are trails that still need to be blazed. So, I will also say George Carlin, a comedian, I feel like it marginalizes him to call him a comedian or minimizes the outstanding work that he speaks for. But I don't think that I could say activist with his comedy. It's like, I don't know. But George Carlin did say that, speaking of flags in general, this was before the pride flag was really popular. But speaking of flags in general, he was like, symbols, flags are just symbols, and symbols are for the symbol minded. And I just let them have that. And to that, I say, George Carlin, I see what you're saying. I get your point. And in a perfect world, we would all be welcoming and affirming of each other, not needing any flags or any representation of anything that puts us in a specific group. It's kind of like the people who complain about LGBT has so many letters, LGBTQIAP, etc. Yes. And that's because it's not a perfect world. So we don't all currently, we're working on it. We don't all currently welcome each other with open arms. So I come to you with open, that's where that Mariah Carey sang that song on her Music Box album. And I seem to remember seeing a video of her actually singing it recently. So it's like Mariah Carey really does still have her voice. But I think that was Music Box. Maybe it was Fantasy. I think it was Music Box though. And yes, until we're all welcoming and affirming each other, there will be flags and there will be need for flags and people to represent the different parts of the group, because there might be somebody out there who is learning to be comfortable with themselves. And you know, a group that could really stand for getting some sort of representation, the feminine to lightly feminine heterosexual men. Because